Look at the eyes on this. I'm not sure whether someone's added the eyes at a later stage. What's the verdict? Well, it's snug. 20% off. I don't know whether there's...
So clumsy.
I should not be touching anything because I'm very clumsy. But this one... So, morning. It's another quite early start today. It's not quite as dark as it has been when we've headed to markets and things in the past. But we're off to Murcia today, which is a city probably about an hour and a quarter away from where we live in Spain. There's lots of different thrift stores and charity stores, junk stores, a few antique places as well. So we thought it'd be quite fun if you came along with us to see what we can find. She's chipped everywhere, but just something about her little face. Cute little statues. Obviously a certain something made in Spain, but it's 20 euros, which seems a lot for something that's like chipped everywhere. So we'll leave her for now. I think the prices are reasonably high in here. They've got some interesting stuff, like these plates are quite interesting, but 25 euros each. With the little stones, quite interesting. So this ladro vase was really cool actually, but 150 euros we thought hugely overpriced. But it's part of a bigger statue, so if the girl had been there, it could be worth up to 1,600 euros, so it might have been worth picking up that vase anyway. This dish underneath was quite cool. I think this is like a fused glass, they call it. 20 euros for that, so it gives you a bit of an idea of the prices and things. So we had to really search amongst all of this to find things that we could really sell on at a profit. But the store was great, some really cool mannequins here.
These busts were so good. Look at the lips.
Look at the eyes on this. I'm not sure whether someone's added the eyes at a later stage. It looks like we're in a disco because of these lights flashing, but we've just got a fluorescent tube that's gone out. It's in quite good condition actually, but I think the eyes are maybe a bit crazy, do you?
Yeah, maybe.
So you weren't keen on this, were you? So we did put the crazy deer back.
It was the eyes.
So there's a real mixture of things actually, some real cheap little items, some expensive items. It's a real mishmash. Now this was quite interesting. This is actually a tourist piece from Lanjaron, which is close to Granada in Spain, and it's famed for its spring water from the Sierra Nevada. So you would buy this and you could then fill it up and carry it through the village and drink it. So that's, I didn't take the glass out here, but when I researched it, there was a picture of the glass with Lanjaron, a picture of the kind of spa. So that was quite interesting. And we've seen quite a lot of those.
We have.
Since that point, haven't we? So, but we left that, I think that was 10 euros. So it seemed quite pricey. So that's quite nice. I think all the lights are going crazy in here today. We can't avoid the flashing. So look away if you're affected by strobe lights. I mean, it's nothing amazing, but for one, it's quite nice for little trinkets and things on the...
To add to our little wicker collection.
We've got a little wicker collection building up, so we'll maybe have him. He's rather a handsome guy. He's obviously a print from the 50s, and they've obviously then just put a layer of paint on the top to make it look kind of hand-painted, but he's got quite an interesting kind of
look about him.
I'm not sure how much he is, but
simple frame as well in a way.
And I think 1957, 59 maybe. That's quite interesting. We'll maybe find out how much that one is.
That's nice.
It's quite interesting. I think it's solid. It's not cracked. I don't know what it says. I like the colour of it as well, and the texture's really nice.
It's nice proportions. I quite like that.
And you could imagine that
handles
sat with a few little utensils in.
We saw one.
It's just like the one we saw the other day, and again that's got the join down the front as well. Quite unusual with this kind of shape.
It's quite nice actually. You maybe should have got the other one. I don't know how much that was.
That was like €1 or something, I think, and we had a big debate about it. I know, it's 150. I just was immediately drawn to that. It's obviously an original, and the frame is very kind of retro. But yeah, 150. So I think that's too much. So this is nice, actually.
It's more of a rustic style, but it's very nice.
Yeah, very nice. Just with a little bit of glaze around the top. And just, yeah, that's a nice piece for 12 actually. But
I mean, I don't know whether they do deals or not.
I don't know. This is quite interesting, this lamp as well. We saw one of these.
That's awesome, isn't it? I really
It's quite nice. We saw one of these in another charity shop somewhere and had similar colours.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
I think the one we saw was €5.
Wow.
There won't be 5 here.
Yeah, I might have to pay for it if I break it, so let me just put it down and have a... That's €35 in here.
Oh, so it's still not so bad.
It's a slightly nicer one. It's cracked on the top there though, and it wasn't me. Thought these were quite nice. €15 each. Nice design, nice colours. Let's have a look on the back. Just a tourist piece maybe, just to hang on the wall, but quite nice. And there's two that would kind of go nicely together.
It's just too much at
I think
15.
maybe at 15 it's too much. I think 15 is what you'd probably get for them really, that's the problem.
Nice.
You want to be on camera today? So that's nice. You don't see many that are just simple like that and just round. But
Well, it's lovely because it's got some depth to it as
Yeah.
well. So it's a bit more.
But I think maybe at 45 it's maybe all of the money, I think.
Yes.
What do
More
you think,
crack
Scott?
on.
I like it. I think 45 is too much.
We'll have a think. I keep turning everything over, hoping it's stamped with numbers and it becomes the West German find of the day, but not that one. I thought that was quite interesting.
Yeah, that's quite nice. The table's quite nice that it's sitting on.
That's 35. I think it's, so even with 20% off, it's like 7 off. So make it 28. It's not too bad. Can we get a bamboo table in the back of Scott's car? These magazine racks.
Yeah. I mean, that's more modern, I think.
18.
Just a nice thing, I
Quite
suppose.
country almost.
Mm.
And I did spot this one. This is 20, so that would be 16. Again, perhaps more of a country look rather than a
Yeah.
nice little feet on it. And a few cobwebs.
Mind the lid.
Yeah, I have form for looking at things, turning them upside down, and then the lid comes off. It's quite nice, like a little.
Lovely colours. Nice design.
I'll take the lid out, then it won't fall out. Then. Yeah, so someone's obviously just handmade this. Love the colours of it. It's only Diddy, and it's kind of just a decorative piece, but and when you pop the little stopper in, quite nice. And that I thought was the same, but it's actually not really, but similar. For 6. Again, I don't know whether there's, even with 20% off, I don't know whether there's
So clumsy.
I should not be touching anything because I'm very clumsy. But this one,
So she just gave me this, and she just said that these are all different Rastros.
oh, that's good.
Segundo de mano.
So maybe this Emaus, like in the UK, is a charity maybe, and they've got, this is a little one in town,
That's
and
the
then
one
you've
we're
got the
at,
ones
isn't it?
out of town.
Yeah, we're at this one. She said that's about 5 or 7 minutes away. That
Maybe
one's
those
in
are
the
on the outs-
central,
Oh, excellent.
and then this one's a little bit farther.
Oh, how exciting.
Well, that's a great little piece of information.
Things are looking up. Well, that's useful. See, Scott's Spanish is good. He's handy to have around. He's even negotiated 20% off, especially for us, hasn't he?
Yes, exactly.
Perfect, thanks, Scott.
There's a reason we bring him.
Yeah. What do we think about this little chap then? You're not sure? I'll find out how much he is.
No, I quite like him.
I'll
I
find
think he's
out.
got a very definite sort of look.
Spanish
You can
look
see
about
it as well in the.
Might be Italian or something. I'll see how much he is. Do we think Scott's going to
Don't know.
Make a
buy
purchase.
another
I'm not
plate? He's going to
sure.
buy another
I
plate? I
know.
think so.
Maybe
He's
your
tempted.
thing is plates.
He's tempted. So we've got this one here, which is €10, but with your 20% off is obviously €8.
That's probably quite good.
It's quite nice condition. I suppose nice for.
Almost big enough for like kindling or anything.
Yeah, I was
like
thinking
that.
that. I was going to say logs, but yeah, kindling. Yeah, it's almost that. You could put a big plant in it probably as well, possibly. So that's quite nice for 10. And I can carry me other bits and pieces in him. Thought that was quite interesting for €4.
Yeah, that's nice.
It's only quite short though. You know, sometimes with necklaces you want them to be
Yeah, you want
longer
them.
than that. That's like a choker almost in length. I thought those beads were quite with a cross on the bottom. There's all sorts. I think with this place you need to just keep looking around, don't you? Because
Yeah, because
you
there's
see more each time. Maybe nothing bangle-wise.
particular. Yeah, there's lots of clothes.
I'd love to be able to get into these clothes because there's some amazing vintage clothes. I don't really know what I'm looking at with clothes. So Terry, the cameras are turned.
Yeah, the cameras are turned. I've always got an eye on jewellery.
Now we have got an inappropriate mannequin in the background, so we'll gloss over that.
Oh, that's the other.
That's quite nice, the one you put back actually.
Yeah, I'll have another look.
Let's have a little close look at that. Wow.
It's lovely.
So it's got like,
The clasp is really lovely. Oh, it just sits through the.
it almost looks like someone's dug it up, that, like out of
I know.
an archaeological
straight
dig.
through. And it's got a lovely patina. Then
Have
this,
a little look at the,
look at these
yeah.
lovely blocks. I think these could be ceramic.
How much is it?
I think
350.
350 euros. So it's so nice.
I love it.
It's
75.
It's only short, but I think that's a great piece.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
So that's the difference coming. But then there was lots of other bits. This bit caught our eye. It's like a lovely little bib style necklace. And more of the lips. Aren't they the coolest thing?
Unfortunately not for sale, those mannequins, otherwise we'd have had them, I think.
And yeah, so we got it down to have a good look at it, and it was in perfect condition. Then the chain was nice, lovely shapes. Yeah, I think it was €2, so just checking it all over. We took both of those.
So now it's time to settle up, and we've found quite a few cool things today. So not a bad little haul in there, very friendly ladies, very helpful. And they had some quite cool stuff too, and all with 20% off today. So all of this, 2 necklaces, a vase, a couple of baskets, and this lovely cool picture for like 26 euros or something. Probably got similar places saved on the phone. Then this one is antiques as well, which I think is just a bit further away.
Okay.
So you said that's 700 meters, is that right?
No, that's further.
Okay, so we've found a cool looking vintage shop now. After a few disappointments, we'll see if Murcia Vintage has got what we want. Wow, it looks good. Lots of music, tech, a real mixture actually. Wow, if you want some comics, records, vintage clothes, some really cool stuff in here actually. Vintage clothes never fit me, which is very depressing.
Only €5 each.
Oh wow.
What?
Oh wow.
That's super good.
For these,
Yeah, €5.
€5.
What about this
Wow.
one? If you want to try, there is a trying room over there.
Oh, muchas gracias.
Nada.
What about this one? Is that too dressy?
They're just cool fabrics because they're all
Oh yeah.
Coming a bit closer to
they're
the left.
real vintage style. This one's nice. Obviously a bit more modern, but €5. Wow. You can tell people are much smaller because some of these are.
That's the problem with the
Very
vintage
small.
stuff. Unless you're like a small or maybe a medium, it's very tricky for modern people, for us in the 2025 to fit into them.
Fit into them. Yeah, this one was particularly cool. But
Yeah, that is cool. And you did used to be an XS, and now you've slowly crept to a medium.
yeah, I think now I'd probably.
I think that would fit you.
Just wear it. Don't button it up.
He's got some great vintage clothes. Actually, if you knew what you were looking for, that jumpsuit over there is really cool. I mean, the style of it is it's only very small.
So it looks cool actually. So what size do we think it is? Like a 6 or an 8 or something like that? Not quite a 10, I wouldn't think.
No, maybe like a size 8, but it's in perfect condition. You can look under things like the arms. It just doesn't look like it's
You
been
done the
worn.
sniff test?
I've done the smell test. Yeah, it just smells nice.
Maybe we'll ask him how much it is then.
It might fit me. It might fit me. Should I try it?
I think
See?
for fun you should try it on.
It's not for fun.
Yeah, try on.
I'll try it.
It's over
I'll be
there.
back.
It's the room.
How much is gracia? I can only get the bottom on.
So what's the verdict? Well, it's
it will
snug.
be good for a small lady.
It's snug, yeah.
It's too short in the body, so you'd have to be.
Very petite.
Yeah, it's too small for me. It fits on the bottom.
Wow, this looks good.
So a great find, this little vegan restaurant right in the centre of Murcia city.
And the cakes were unbelievable. So delicious. This is the last stop in Murcia, and we were feeling a bit downhearted about thrifting today. A lot of them have been closed, but this one is open and it looks good. I love this coat stand. Can we get this coat stand in the car? I wonder if someone's painted it.
I just think that's what
They've
thing
painted
is.
it.
Ah,
It's far too big for us to take home today anyway, but it's only 60 euros. So I think, you know, as a cool
It's a
piece,
piece.
if you maybe stripped it back, you'd get this.
I mean, what you could do as well, it'd be
Bamboo.
really nice painted in like, you know, when they do it in like a blue
Yeah,
or anything like that.
because
So,
someone's already painted it, you
Yeah.
could probably think,
such nice shapes.
yeah, it's really cool with the lovely vintage. It's obviously quite old because the hooks are quite old.
Yeah, that's
But
great.
yeah, it's too big for us today, which is typical. But it's a nice one.
It's actually very nice.
It's
That's
lovely,
nice.
isn't it?
That's really pretty too. Like that's a little waste basket or something.
Yeah.
That's 8 euros. So that looks quite good to me. That's a little bit broken, which is a shame. We're looking for all these vintage plant pots, aren't we?
Well,
Plant
they don't have
covers.
to just be for plants.
This is obviously a waste paper basket, but also cool as a little plant cover.
Nice little
Even that's
tins.
nice. It's obviously been out and weathered.
Yeah.
It's been outside in the sunshine. That's the problem with all the wicker. If you leave it out in the sun, it only lasts a couple of seasons and it goes like this, which could probably be refinished. But there's so much wicker furniture available, it's not necessary in Spain. That's lovely, look.
Yeah, that's nice.
I was thinking it's like a little candle holder, but it's just a little.
No, it's lovely, isn't
Yeah, I think you could use that as a candle holder, really.
it? I don't know. How much do you know?
No, I don't know.
Put them in your basket.
Not much, I shouldn't think.
Video
There's
view.
just, it just goes on and on. This has redeemed thrifting in Murcia. We almost abandoned it halfway through the morning because everywhere we went was closed. But this has really redeemed it. There's some really nice things, actually. Any nice jewelry, Tel?
Yeah, there's a couple of bits. Just checking through the rest of it. We seem to also always be attracted to wooden jewelry somehow. This looks like it's got maybe mother of pearl just in the those little insects.
nice,
So
nice.
that's nice.
Nice square shape.
There's another one here. Whoop,
It's like a game of,
whoop.
I don't know, Kaplunk or something. Yeah, that's
And
nice.
that's a
Very
lovely
fine.
shape.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
very
cool.
fine. So yeah, that's nice too. I mean, I don't know how much these are, but I think that's again a nice. They never fit on my wrist. I
You
think
need
they
a
are.
delicate wrist.
So yeah, they're good. I don't think there's any others.
Any cool
particularly-
sunglasses? They're maybe more like reading glasses. I love a pair of vintage reading glasses.
These Deirdre Barlow's.
They're cool, aren't they? The dream to have a thrift store so big you needed a trolley. And as if by magic, we have a trolley. So let's go. Like little brandy glasses with a little Victorian scene, or maybe older than that. Are they cool or are they tacky? This little,
Oh, that's cool. Oh, I like that.
it's got their llamas,
Llamas, the mountains.
€2. That seems like quite a good buy.
Yeah, that's lovely. It's a nice colours
We'll
as
pop
well.
him in the cart. It's quite nice. Maybe not for €8.
No.
So Scott's just given us a tip that further down the store there's a 50-50 item. We'll either love it or not. So should we see if we can find it and see if we can
Yes, because
spot?
he's not told us what it is.
He's not told us what it is, so we'll see if we can find it. Oh, by the way, I must just show you this. Now, is this something we should buy or something we should leave? Comments down below, please.
The little man is actually quite cute.
Has he got a man and has he got a chicken under his arm or a bottle of something?
I'm not sure. His little legs with his long trousers are funny.
He's almost like a clown, isn't he?
Yeah.
So isn't he the cutest little thing? So how much would we pay for him? Maybe 5, 10? Would you pay 15?
15.
Maybe a little too much. Because he's a novelty thing really, isn't he?
Yeah, to sell him on.
He'd look nice amongst a display of plants and
Plants,
things.
yeah, in amongst the plant pots.
That's a shame. He's a bit too much, I think. I quite like this, just a little basket with the little bamboo and then that kind of plastic wicker binding. So I thought that's quite nice for €3.
Yeah, that seems quite
So I think
good.
that's quite nice. Even if you sat little plants in it, it would be quite nice. So we'll have him. Something quite nice about that in a way. It's got like a celestial kind of, has it got palm trees on it and
Well, I was
stars?
thinking, are they palm trees?
Seems like it's not chipped or anything.
Turn it upside down?
Just have a,
It's a lovely piece. Is it going in the trolley?
we might need 2 trolleys at this rate. Oh, the trolley's running away. So Scott, have we got to this thing yet that you think, no? A little Portuguese little dish. Probably not worth 5. Quite nice though.
That's a nice design, isn't it?
And that one again is quite nice. Just quite simple, a bit oriental maybe. €8. Again, I think probably
Just too much.
a little bit too much maybe. Well, think about those two. They look quite nice.
They look lovely together.
Awesome.
Oh my god.
The problem is we can't get that in the car. Look at that. It's a Peruvian scene, €60. The colours are cool, aren't they? Unusual colours. This
Yeah.
is what Scott spotted and said he was 50-50 then 60-40 that we would like it. He was right. I mean, I think if we had a roof rack, we'd be strapping it to that right now. Let's have a look on the back. Yeah, you can see where it's all. You couldn't transport it in this enormous frame.
See in the back with the work is.
Loads of work.
This
But I
is
think-
obviously how the colours originally started.
Yeah,
Much brighter and more vibrant. They've been in the sun.
that's pretty cool.
I actually thought to myself, could I get it home?
Let me stand back and look at it. I love their little shoes. It's quite well framed, as it were.
Very well framed.
It would probably take quite a bit of breaking up. Geisha.
A geisha.
So I've just picked out a couple of interesting ones. I thought this was quite cool. With a very kind of Spanish pots and things.
Oh, that's quite
It's just
nice.
a print. And then this one is an original, I think. And I thought the frame is really cool. Once it was all cleaned up. It's obviously very period. I don't know how much this one is. So we could find out if we liked it. Obviously a UK scene, I would say. So that's quite nice. And there's so many to look through. We'll just have another Another quick flick through. Distracted by mirrors, and it's probably by this from the same collection, do you think?
Well,
That's a different week.
It's such a similar type of thing though, isn't it? You almost think, I wonder. If I turn it around and show you, you've got like someone's, because it's quite thick on the, here,
Oh, yeah. And so
that
let's
would
put
just
it-
pop straight out for 15. What do we think of this one? A few months ago I bought a jug that was a similar colour to this. It's just, I think, Spanish made. €3. And quite nice because it's got this top, which we quite like, where they've kind of nipped it.
Yeah, I think that's
That's quite nice for
nice.
£3.
Yeah.
We've come back down here really to look at this weaving again. It's just like we
So
cannot
fish.
really bring ourselves to leave it, but we just can't get it home.
I mean, just look at the details and the colours.
We'd have to break this frame off and then separate this down to roll it up and take it, wouldn't we?
Would it fit in our van? Yes. What I'm thinking is whether even if they would store it, because we'd have to come this way at some point in the van, as long as they don't mind. We could ask them.
I mean, we might get it in our car sometime, but I think even that's pushing it a bit, but it would go in the van. But whether that's like crazy, because it's like not till June or July.
We'll see. We'll ask. I'll ask them.
Okay, well, nothing lost. We'll have the jug anyway.
Yeah. I don't want to leave it behind. When there's a will, there's a way. We thought just the trolley was pushing it.
I know, and we needed
We needed a.
we need a van to get home.
I'm trying to get into.
I mean, I think probably if you just went at it with a hammer, it would just prise apart.
I'll speak to the guy.
So what an amazing day we had in Murcia. So many things we picked up on the day, but something kept nagging, and we just could not leave that tapestry. So, do we still like this? So we've got to now strap it to the roof of the car. Terry y Tom Reserva. Here's what happened on the return trip.
This is the car park.
Looks like it. The clues are there. Wow, this looks so cool. Look at this, look at this, look at this. What we've bought is either the bargain of the century or the biggest waste of money ever. It's David Marshall design, Seville, €15. And you're not going to believe how much this clock is actually worth. So the second part of our road trip to Murcia coming on Friday with the return visit and the massive haul as well. Some amazing things picked up even on that second visit.
So we headed back to Murcia, collected the tapestry, and had another great day thrifting.
So we hope you liked today's video and you'll tune in again on Friday. Drop us a like and a comment if you're feeling generous, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. It really makes a difference to our channel.